the announcements done. Pre-game handshakes, we'll get the lineup checks, and it'll be underway. First match of postseason action for the 7th graders. St. Patrick's Irish taking on the Crusaders of Bloomington St. Mary's. No Annalise today. Jocelyn gets the start. No libero for the Irish. Irish will have Zoe, Kirsten, Rose, Jill, Cecilia, and Jocelyn. And first serve to the Irish. Zoe to get things started. Floats the serve over, popped up by the Crusaders. Bump set, ready to attack, and that will find the floor in front of Jocelyn. First point to the Crusaders. Crusaders first serve, low short, Zoe pops it up. Jill sends it over, popped up, and then set across. Zoe with the pass. Jill bump set, Kirsten to attack. That's down the line, that'll find the floor inbounds for an Irish point on the kill. Kirsten to serve, tied at 1. Kirsten misfires on her serve, side out point to the Crusaders. They lead 2-1. As Crusaders are sending a couple substitutes. Crusaders serve. Zoe pops it up. Jill sends it towards Rose. Doesn't have the angle on that one. Out of bounds. Point to the Crusaders. Served over. Jocelyn with the pass. Jill will send it over. Popped up. Bump set. Middle attack coming. Misfires into the net. Side out point to the Irish. Rose will serve as a Crusader substitute again. It's 2-3 Crusaders. Rose serve over and down for an ace. Rose's next serve into the net, side out to the Crusaders. They lead 4-3 as they substitute again. Crusaders serve. Cecilia got a hand to it, misfires. And delay on the serve gets a side out to the Irish. After the whistle, you only have 8 seconds. Jill will now serve, trailing 4-5. Jill floats her serve over. Pass forward, overpass, and it tips the tape, threw off Jocelyn's timing. Drops for Crusaders side out. 6-4 Crusaders lead here in set number 1. Served over, and Pearson put her arm out. Might have been headed out of bounds, but it's a Crusaders ace. 7-4 Crusaders, this match between the 4-seed Irish, 5-seed Crusaders. Served over. Rose pops it up. Kirsten sends it forward. Jill roll it over. Popped up by the Crusaders. That's going to be tight to the net. It tips again and throws off Jocelyn's timing and drops for Crusaders point. 8-4 Crusaders lead. Low serve. Zoe pops it up. Jill bumps set, and Zoe can't track it down. And the Irish will use a timeout. Crusaders serve after the Irish timeout. They've got the 9-4 lead here in set number 1. Served over. Zoe passes it over, tipped up. Cecilia tipped over. Jill will send it tight to the net. Zoe. Then Jill's attack is into the net and drops for Crusaders point. Crusaders serve. Rose rolled off the fingertips and onto the face a little bit and drops for a Crusaders point. Served over. Rose touches it forward. Zoe. Jocelyn over. Popped up. Set middle, pushed over. Cecilia with the pass. Jocelyn will roll it over. Popped up by the Crusaders. Set, middle attack. Jill. Cecilia keeps it alive. Zoe sends it over. Dug up but low. Kept alive. Over. Zoe sends it over. Cecilia sends that across. Popped up by the Crusaders. Then they send it deep. Kirsten backpedaling. Keeps it alive. Jill, long run. And Irish can't track it down. Serve. Zoe pops it up. Rose sends it forward. Jill lined up. She'll roll it over. Crusaders pop it up. Set across. Outside attack is into the net. Side out point to the Irish. Cecilia to serve, trailing 5-12. Her serve driven over. Oh, just wide, out of bounds, side out to the Crusaders. It's 13-5 Crusaders in the first set. Over Jocelyn, misfired. Next Crusader serve. Rose passes up over. The attempt to kill on the overpass ends up dropping on the Irish for an Irish point. Jocelyn to serve, trailing 6-14. Crusaders also went over the line. That's what ended up being the call. Jocelyn misfires on her serve, side out back to the Crusaders. Crusaders substituting again with the 15-6 lead. Low serve, and Cecilia doesn't get there in time. Savannah will check in for Jocelyn. serve. Cecilia will send it up and over, but out of bounds. And that'll drop between Savannah and Cecilia for another ace. The Irish will use their second timeout. Crusaders on the serve after the Irish second and final timeout of the set. They had lead 18-6 here in set number one. Served over. Savannah pops it up. Cecilia moves it forward. Jill sends it over. Popped up by the Crusaders. Tight from that. They'll tip over. Jill pops it up. Zoe will attack that. Popped up by the Crusaders. Pass forward. That's going to be over. Rose will attack the overpass. Pass forward by the Crusaders. Set for the middle attack. Savannah will send that over. Doug right back. Zoe attacks the overpass. Doug up the sent to the Crusader bench for the Irish side out and point. Zoe to serve, trailing 7-18. Zoe serve. Shanked off the Crusader, sent to their bench. Zoe's next serve, floats deep, pass forward, then bumped up, free ball over. Cecilia passes. Jill bumps set, Kirsten's attack, floats deep, played forward, tips a net and off of Kirsten's fingertips for a Crusader side out and point. 19-8 Crusaders. Served over. Zoe passes forward. Jill will roll it over. Popped up. That looked like a lift, not called, and then the attack tips the tape and drops for the Crusaders. Low serve. Cecilia doesn't get under it enough. Cecilia digs that up and over. Popped up by the Crusaders. They're lifting on every set. Ball's out of bounds. Side out to the Irish. .921 as Kirsten serves. She'll float it over, underhand. Popped up and over. Kirsten with the pass. Cecilia sends it over as the help call came late. Side out point Crusaders. They lead 22-9. Served over. Cecilia pops it up and over. Pass across. Set and to the net. Side out point to the Irish. Jocelyn will come in for Savannah as Rose gets ready to serve. And Rose's serve is into the net, side out to the Crusaders. They lead 23-10. Low serve. Zoe, then Jill. Rose will roll it over. Popped up. Set tight to the net, tips the tape. Jill digs it up. Zoe keeps alive. Cecilia pushes over, but out of bounds. Couldn't aim it as she was back paddling, and it's set point Crusaders. Zoe pops up, tight net, tipped over. Jill will attack the overpass, rattles around, then pops over. Pearson with the pass. Jill can't keep it alive, ball drops. Set number one goes to Crusaders, 25-10. Getting set for set number two. Irish will try to force a third after dropping the first one, 25-10. Irish look to have Zoe, Kirsten, Rose, Jill, Cecilia, and Savannah to start set number two. Crusaders will have first serve in set number two. Crusaders first serve floats deep and inbounds for a Crusaders ace. Next serve low, and Zoe and Savannah collide as the ball drops. Next serve, Cecilia will pass it over. Popped up by the Crusaders. Low set, misfire on the attack, side out point Irish. Zoe serve, floated over, passed up. Zoe attacks the overpass, or sorry, that was Rose. Tips the net and drops for an Irish point. Zoe to serve. Floated deep and too deep, out of bounds, side out to the Crusaders. Serve drops in front of Cecilia for an ace. Cecilia passes. Savannah moves it forward. Kirsten got to it but couldn't do anything with it for a Crusader point. Served over. Savannah ate her up on the upper arm. Jocelyn will come in for Savannah. Pull it over deep, but inbounds. Over in front of Cecilia, she'll dig it up and over. Passed up, set across, attack dug up by Zoe. Kirsten and Jill will send it over. Popped up. And dropped in on the attack for a Crusader kill. Dropped in front of Cecilia, got it up into the net and drops as Jill can't track it down. Savannah will come back in for Jocelyn. Served over. Savannah pops it up. Tight to the net. Jill keeps it alive. Crusaders were in the net. And a side out to the Irish. Irish trail 3-9 as Kirsten gets ready to serve. Crusaders substituting again. And she'll misfire on that serve. Gives a side out back to Crusaders. Three Crusaders. Low serve. Zoe pops it out. Jill, Cecilia handles the low ball. Popped up by the Crusaders. Bump set, tipped, and drops into the hole for a Crusader point. Float it over. Zoe touches forward. Jill will roll it over. Lands inbounds deep on the free ball. Jocelyn back in for Savannah. Rose to serve, trailing 4-11. Rose is served over. Passed, goes astray. They keep it alive. Free ball rolled over. Zoe, Jill sends it over. That's going to be out of bounds. Side out point Crusaders. (12-4) Crusaders lead in set number 2. Served over. Zoe popped it up away from the help, and it drops for Crusaders point. Irish will take a timeout. Crusaders serve after the Irish first timeout of set number 2. It's 13-4 Crusaders. Served over. Rose passes it forward. It's going to be over. Tipped over. Rose tries to tip it back. That's into the net. Dug up by Jill. But she's over the line and the ball drops. Serve is short and drops as Zoe goes to the floor to try to dig it out. Low serve into the net and side out to the Irish. Jill to serve, trailing 5-15. Jill floats over, played back, kept alive. Free ball, dug over by Jocelyn. It hit the antenna. That's out of bounds, side out Crusaders. Crusaders to serve with a 16-5 lead. Low serve. Dug up by Rose, but Celia can't track it down. It's headed to the stands. Kirsten and Jocelyn can't track that low pass down. Served over. Rose pops it up, tight to the net, and Jill can't dig it out. Served over. Rose, Jill, Zoe rolls it over. Popped up by the Crusaders. They'll set across, outside attack. Nope, too high on the set. Side out point to the Irish. Cecilia will serve, trailing 6-19. Drives her serve over, down for an ace. Celia let her toss drop, we'll replay. Floats that one over and lands it in for an ace again. Celia's next serve misfires into the net, side out to the Crusaders. They lead 20-8 as they'll substitute again. Cecilia digs that up and over, and played by Crusaders and drops for an Irish side out. Savannah will come in for Jocelyn to serve. She'll misfire on her serve. Side out to the Crusaders. It's 21-9, Crusader lead. Serve, Savannah will dig it up, over, and that'll find the floor on the free ball. Zoe to serve, trailing 10-21. Zoe drives that over, popped up. It's going to be tight to the net. Bump set. Attack tips the tape and drops on the Irish side for a Crusader side out and point. Serve low. Cecilia got a hand to it. Pearson couldn't do anything with it. It's Crusader point. Low serve into the net. Side out point to the Irish. Pearson will serve, trailing 11-23. Pearson floats it over. Pass forward. Low set. Attack deep Savannah. Zoe keeps it alive. Jill will roll it over. Set forward. Tipped over the block. Zoe digs it up. Pearson can't track it down. It's match point Crusaders. Savannah passes it to the stands, and that will do it. 7th grade season ends in the regional quarterfinals in straight sets, 25-10, 25-11 to the Bloomington St. Mary's Crusaders. Crusaders will play the Hartsburg-Emden Stags Monday night. 8th graders will start their regional action a week from today, back here at Blessed Sacrament. At approximately 10 a.m. they play the second match of the day. We'll have that one here on Irish YouTube. We'll see you then.